Guys, Dante is depressed. Okay, cool. See you guys in the next video.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view.
Okay, seriously, this is something somewhat hidden and obvious at the same time. We have seen the manifestation of this kinda well in the older anime, and it's something I hope is more than just a feeling or a vibe in the new upcoming anime. He seemingly is this goofy character with little to no care for the world. But he also wants to keep humanity safe from some sort of danger from time to time while being so powerful. I know that deep is not a word we associate with Dante at the first or even the second glance, but he's a complex one, people. Stay with me. Dante's depression peaked in DMC3 after losing his brother, seemingly with no way of getting him back. Until DMC3, Dante denied his demonic side to some extent, while Virgil embraced it. Virgil thinks that their mother died because she was weak. Dante knows that their mother was strong, brave, and caring, thus their character traits. When the house burned down, one brother saw a human sacrifice herself to save someone she loved, so you can say that he saw the power of humanity, whilst Virgil saw the other side of the coin. He saw humanity lead to the death of his family, with only one protector being his own demonic powers. Witnessing Eva's brutal murder by demons when he was just a child left deep emotional scars on Dante. Losing his mother would cause lasting grief, pain, and a sense of powerlessness for young Dante that could persist into his adult years as well. This early childhood trauma shapes many of his struggles that he faces later on in his life, and it keeps getting worse in the first game and also in the anime, understanding what became of his brother, and he kinda lightens up after seeing Nero in DMC4 and also in DMC5 when this time they both fell into the depths of hell. Virgil and Dante are together, and this experience is something that they can hopefully get out of by feeling a little bit more complete. Dante has the chance to redeem himself from losing his brother in the past, while Virgil can learn how to embrace his humanity. And I believe that the fact Virgil would even ask the question,
that day, if our positions were switched, would our fates be different? Would I have your life and you mine?
is a very clear sign that his time as V affected him greatly. And the fact that V was so distraught with his actions shows that deep down, everything that happens to Dante also is a consequence of him being the son of a legendary knight, Sparta, and the heavy weight that he now has to carry on his shoulders. Those gorgeous shoulders. I know. Sorry. Dante kinda always involves himself in really dangerous situations when they relate to his family one way or another. His vendetta, his brother, his father, etc. So we can understand that this kind of motivation can lead to some kind of depression that changes your personality from inside out. He values his family deeply, and that's why mostly, not all, his motives for his job come from the death of his mother and the loss of Virgil. In DMC3, he clearly didn't give that much of a damn regarding why and how he must face Virgil, but because of Lady, a human being.
You can't do it. Don't you get it? This is not a human's job.
You're the one who doesn't get it. It's not something you can reason with. It has nothing to do with me being a human and you being a demon. I'm driven by the inability to forgive him. My soul is screaming, demanding me to kill him.
he finally realizes how deep he must go to stop Virgil from becoming something that might have no way of reverting back from. Dante is not looking for power, he's not even actively seeking enemies, but it's something that usually requested to him by other people in need. Dante doesn't care for power so much that he even abandoned Sparta's sword after he thought Trish was dead. He really came a long way. As a half-demon, he may feel conflicted about his identity and struggles to find where he belongs, either in the human or the demon world. He is coping with the reality he was forced and born into every day in his own unique ways. But he can probably get the help of a professional. Dante and Virgil and Nero, they all can, but that's just now how they deal with stuff and, well, emotions. He has probably met so many people that he fell for, or they fell for him. Even something might have happened between him and Lady, and God forbid, between him and Trish. But he doesn't have a lover. And I think the reason Dante doesn't have children is because the thought of them experiencing a same life like he did is just too painful. He has shown that he cares deeply for Nero, even if it's some distant, tough love shit. And one of his main goals was to keep Nero away from Virgil and away from getting hurt. He lives a lonely life fighting demons, and he has a little up to no connection or meaningful relationships, aside from the people we know. And his demon hunting lifestyle isn't something conducive to settling down. And something else leading to him keeping himself away from having somewhat of a normal life, aside from, well, everything, could be that a part of his depression comes from the part of Dante blaming himself for Virgil and their mother's death. Fleshing out this pivotal moment in their life really added so much to the rivalry, and it feels so better now. Let's just say in DMC 3, they were both too young to understand why they hate each other so much, until Dante lost Virgil and had almost a decade to think about his brother and everything else. Early childhood trauma, grief over losing family, isolation, lack of meaningful connection, identity struggles, the heavy burden of relationships, and his constant battle with demons can all lead to Dante being weighed down emotionally and mentally. His outward flippancy and humor often masks the inner sadness, guilt, loneliness, and the depression that developed due to the tragedies and struggles inherited to his lifestyle as a half-demon hunter sworn to protect humanity and the human world. I would also love to make a video about Virgil like this, but the most important thing is, do you enjoy these types of videos? Should I keep making them? Please leave comments for me. I would be so glad to know what your opinions are. Do you believe that Dante is depressed? Let me know in the comments down below. Bye bye!
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through.